What's up with y'all, man? We got my boy Chillin' Scares. We got um influencers who died trying to go viral, bro.
On the 8th of November 2017, Chinese daredevil Wu Yangning climbed the 62-story Huayuan Hua Center building in Changsha, China to record another one of his roof-topping challenge videos, not knowing that this one was going to be his last. Wu started his career working as a film extra and stuntman for low-budget productions, trying to break into the entertainment industry.
Low budget.
Unfortunately, while he was good at his job,
You
he
guys saw
struggled to earn a
somewhere.
living from
Oh
these
god.
jobs, forcing him to look elsewhere. So he turned to the internet.
That's what I was gonna say before this video even started. I feel like you never want to risk your life for this type of stuff, bro. Like money's gonna come, bro, but just focus on your craft. I feel like they said a lot of people be wanting to, just make it so early, but it's really just about, for me, being patient and being consistent. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like you doing this is no point of risking your life. Like, if this is what you like to do, it's your passion. There's nothing wrong with that. But just because, like, for me, I feel like a lot of these people that did these videos, like all these influencers, a lot of them were just doing it for lack of money. And they just had to, feel me, people do crazy things to get money nowadays. So,
started posting daredevil roof-topping
well, it's
videos
kind of
on
hard,
Chinese
though.
platforms
How
like
this?
Wushan and Weibo. Roof-topping, for those who don't know,
Shit,
is
I
an
wouldn't do
extreme
no
form
shit
of
like
urban exploration. Participants climb on top
I
of
would've
tall
done
structures
down.
like skyscrapers, bridges, and
Yeah.
cranes and
I
record
don't even be
themselves doing
getting on
dangerous
down.
stunts around the
Yeah,
edges.
see, shit like this. I don't even be getting on roller coasters, more or less on the
It's
top of
usually without
buildings and
any
shit, like
safety
on Spider
equipment,
Man.
like a harness or a
And
seatbelt.
you don't got no.
The
Oh,
draw
yeah.
of these videos lies in the constant,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
ever-present
nigga,
risk
you
that a
fall,
single
nigga.
slip or misstep could be fatal.
Shit.
But
And you
Wu
don't got
needed
no
to
shoes
stand
on?
out if he wanted to make a career out of it.
Yeah, nah.
So he
That's not
took
gonna
things
work.
a step further.
Like, this is a hard picture right here. I would do this type of. I'm not finna stand on no damn structure like these. Yeah, this isn't gonna work.
Could be fatal. But Wu
Nah,
needed to
yeah,
stand out
that's
if he
not gonna
wanted to
work.
make a career out of it.
You are.
So he took things a step further. Instead of just
What he
posting
did?
videos about
Oh yeah,
sitting or standing close to the
nigga
edges,
flying.
Wu posted stunts like riding a Segway right up to the edge, hanging
Whoa.
from the ledges, and doing pull-ups until he was close to muscle failure.
Whoa.
This allowed him to gain an audience from the get-go,
Muscle
giving him the
failure.
confidence to continue down this path.
Yeah,
Over the
see, and
years,
it's like you gotta realize too. It's like niggas be looking at, like, when you're a YouTuber and entertainer, niggas look at you as a, like they said, like my boy Shaq with 2Qs. He said on TikTok, when you're a content creator, you're like a TV actor. You feel me? Like YouTube, people don't really watch TV no more. YouTube is like the new TV, bro. So if you do stuff like this, people are watching you to entertain them. You feel me? So they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, you should do this next time. You should do that next time." Feel me? A lot of people don't really care about your mental health and what you're doing right here. They don't care if you fall off. Some of them do, but nigga, they just want to see you entertain people. They don't see a lot of people do this. So it's not necessarily that they don't care, but it's just like, nigga, like, their life's still gonna go on. You gotta realize that, bro. That's why it's like, you just gotta do things like better, bro. Like I said, bro, their life is, if you feel me, God forbid you fall off this edge, you pass away. Everybody that told you to do this, and I guarantee you there wasn't that many people saying to stop doing this. Their life is gonna go on, bro. Honestly, I'm just being real with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you pass away, you fall off this edge, they're gonna still live their life, bro. Normally, just like they were before. You feel me?
He posted more than 500 videos and live streams to various platforms and managed to earn over 1 million followers on Weibo alone. These videos also earned him close to $83,000, making this his full-time career. Doing these crazy stunts allowed him to earn a better life for himself and his loved ones. There was just one massive
But it's just
problem.
crazy how nobody said it, and that's what I'm saying too. If his family didn't have that much of income, they probably not gonna say nothing either, because he making money for them too.
Creating viral stunts for an online audience means the creator can never slow down. Each video has to be crazier than the last one, or the audience becomes bored and moves on, leaving them without an income.
Like I said too, it's many people in the world, bro. So you're not doing something to entertain them, they're gonna find somebody who will.
The crazier the stunt is, the more likely it is to turn lethal. Sadly, that's exactly what happened with Wu in November 2017. He came across a competition promising $15,000 to the video that went the most viral. Wu needed this money to pay for his mother's medical expenses and wanted to save the rest for his wedding. So
bro, I thought they said he had
80,000.
80,000. So why
he climbed to the roof of the Huayuan Hua Center building to film the most jaw-dropping stunt yet. Most people aren't allowed to climb to the very top of these buildings, so Wu likely had to free climb his way from the outside as well, adding life-threatening risk to this challenge before the camera even began rolling. After reaching the roof, he set up his tripod and began recording, and started lowering himself over the edge. First the right leg,
what is he trying to do?
Later the left. However, instantly something was not right. He looked like he was
And
struggling
it's
to
like
hang
there's
on at
nobody
the
up here either. Like nobody's up here to save him. Niggas probably don't even know he's up here. He doesn't have any safety equipment. So if he falls, nigga, he just falls. He got hope either he land on something that can save him. Shit, I don't even think you can do
adjust his
that.
grip multiple times. He was potentially already exhausted from the free climb to the top, but he didn't really have the time to rest before someone from the building management might notice him and escort him back down. So he went ahead with the stunt anyway, proceeding to do the pull-ups he was most well known for. The plan
Doing
was to pull
pull-ups off
himself
the
back
edge.
up to safety after the third pull-up. He'd done the same dozens of times in the past. Unfortunately, things did not go
On
as
the
planned.
third one.
The video showed him struggling to pull himself back over the edge after the third pull-up.
Ooh.
He tried to use his feet, but the side of the building was too
See, and
slippery
this
to
is where
generate
you
any
gotta
traction.
just be
Wu
calm.
kept trying until his grip failed, sending him plunging 45 feet onto a lower terrace below. He did
Damn,
not survive
imagine
this
just
fall,
knowing, like,
and
that's what I'm saying. Like, people walking around, they driving, and they just see a person fall at the sky like
since he
that.
was completely alone when trying to record this video,
Nobody
no
could
one
save
knew
him.
what happened to him right
That's what I'm
away.
saying.
His girlfriend filed a missing person report when he didn't return home.
They didn't even know what
It
happened.
wasn't
I
until
thought
the
they
next
would have
day
seen him
that
when
a
he fell
window
off.
cleaner discovered his remains. Wu
Damn.
wanted a better life for himself and his loved ones.
RP to him,
Sadly,
praise his
the
family.
risk he took for this viral stunt cost him everything.
So I be trying to tell y'all, man. You gotta remember, bro. People's
On the
lives
night
gonna
of
keep
February
going.
5th, 2021,
So
the Urban Air Trampoline Park in Hermitage,
you don't
Tennessee
do what they
was
want,
filled
they
to
just
the
gonna
brim
find
with
somebody else.
families and friend groups looking to enjoy the weekend night. However, on
Okay.
this night specifically,
Urban Air? Okay.
this would not last long.
I
As
never
one
been
of
to
the
Urban
friend
Air.
groups at the park was walking out into the parking lot, they saw
What's
a man
Wisconsin,
running
though?
at them with a
What's
massive
Wisconsin?
butcher knife in his hand.
Wait, what?
This was 20-year-old Timothy Wilkes, an upstanding and hardworking person who was just a month away from graduating as an HVAC technician. His future looked bright. However, Timothy's primary interest was in something else. He
YouTube?
watched a lot of prank channels on YouTube
Oh.
and wanted to go viral
I
with
thought
a
it was
prank
YouTube.
of his own. More specifically, he wanted to film a fake robbery prank where he records himself pretending to rob someone and then uploading their reaction to the internet. But an important thing
Wait.
about almost all of these prank videos
Whoa,
that I was watching
what
on
the-
YouTube is that they were staged. 9 times out of 10, the person
They
being
said it was
pranked already
staged.
knows about the whole thing and is only acting terrified for the camera. Timothy
Damn.
either didn't know this crucial detail or he knew
Oh,
but
that's
wanted
the
to
thing.
make his prank more authentic. So, on the 5th of February 2021, at around 9:25 p.m., he lunged at a group of friends with a knife in his hand. The plan was to scare
was it
them
a
and
real
reveal
knife?
it was a prank before things got out of hand. What Timothy didn't know was that one of the people in this group, 23-year-old David
Had a
Starks
gun,
Jr.,
probably?
was carrying a concealed firearm. From
Already know.
David's perspective, Timothy was a random man charging at him and his friends with a knife.
That's
In a
self-defense,
split-second
bro.
decision, David drew his firearm and opened fire, hitting Timothy once. Unfortunately, this one shot proved lethal, resulting in Timothy passing away before any help could arrive. David stayed at the scene until the police arrived
RP to him, praise his family.
and explained everything that had happened. He was detained at the time.
That's why it's like
but
certain
police
things you just
released him
can't do,
later
bro.
as his
Like,
actions
don't
were
be
deemed
seeing people do
self-defense.
stuff and do the same thing. Just for me. So you gotta make more
On
unique
June
content, bro.
26, 2017,
You can do a way more unique content video and get way more views than you would have got doing some life-threatening stuff like that.
YouTuber Mona Lisa Prez made a post on Twitter
You
stating,
YouTuber?
"Me and Pedro are probably going to shoot one of the most dangerous videos ever. His idea, not mine." At first glance, this sounded like a severe exaggeration meant to drum up hype for an upcoming video, when in reality, calling it the most dangerous video ever was still an understatement for the tragedy that was about to unfold just 3 hours later. The lead up to this incident started back in November 2016 when Mona
And they
Lisa
family
and her
didn't see it or
boyfriend
nothing, say
Pedro
nothing?
decided to start a family channel together called Mona Lisa and Fam. This channel mostly consisted of vlogs of the two of them doing various challenges and going on adventures together. Normal,
fuck with
inoffensive
that.
family channel content. And while none of these videos went
I'm making,
viral,
like, a
they
family
were still
channel
gaining
too, and I-
consistent views, allowing the couple to gain thousands of subscribers by mid-2017. However, Pedro wanted to take his online career to the next level. The plan was to create a new channel called Damn It Boy, featuring daring stunts unlike anything the internet had seen before. He even had a clear vision for the direction of this content.
Everything I'm gonna be showing you guys on my channel, you guys are gonna be saying, "Damn it, boy."
But unlike his family channel that was growing at a steady pace, Pedro
guess.
wanted this channel to have good momentum from the get-go. He wanted his first video to go mega viral. And to do that, he wanted to upload the
Damn,
most
it's just
dangerous
crazy how
and
they be
death-defying
risking their lives to
stunt
go
he could
viral,
think
bro.
of.
When they can just
after much
stay
deliberation,
grounded
this
and-
was the idea
for me,
he came up
disciplined.
with.
They get even more
The point
money
of
than
this
that.
video is,
They finna let it on fire?
I really just want to see
Whoa, what the fuck?
if a 50 caliber bullet can go through a book. So, the ultimate
Wait,
test
nigga, wait.
to see if
Hold
this
on.
50 caliber bullet will go through a book is
Put it on
I'm
your
not gonna
head?
just set it.
Oh
and shoot
yeah.
it. No.
Oh yeah. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all be just doing anything to get viral, bro. You putting a book on your head so someone could shoot a bullet through it, bro?
I'm going to
Everyone knows
stand
itching, bro.
behind it, and
Stand
Mona
behind it.
Lisa is going to shoot it.
Mona Lisa
I
was
ain't
strongly
gonna do
opposed to this plan, but after nearly 2
That's what she
months
said
of
she on
back
the
and
grid.
forth,
Yeah, I
she
remember
managed to
that.
convince her that it could work.
When she said she
So on the 26th of June 2017, at roughly 8 p.m.,
gonna do something
Pedro did
dangerous.
exactly what he
That's his
planned.
idea, not
He
mine.
set up the camera in the backyard of their home in Houston, Minnesota, held up the book in front of him,
Oh, he's.
and told Mona Lisa
Wait,
to
what?
shoot.
Wait,
Unfortunately,
what? Wait. I thought he meant holding it on his head or something like the Apple thing. You holding the book out and you getting like she's shooting the. I ain't like what? Like what was? I ain't like what did he expect to happen? Like you have a book, you got a 50 caliber weapon or bullet. You gonna shoot the bullet through the book while you're holding it? Like what did he expect to?
for Pedro, the thick encyclopedia he chose for the stunt proved completely ineffective. The high-caliber bullet went straight through the book and his body. By the time help arrived, it was already too late. Pedro passed away in front of 30 witnesses from around the neighborhood who came
Bro,
running
like
after
what?
hearing a
I'm
gunshot,
so confused.
including his 3-year-old daughter. What made
Damn,
the
his daughter.
situation even more heartbreaking was the fact that Mona Lisa was also pregnant with their second child. She was taken into custody and later pleaded guilty to second-degree manslaughter. However,
What?
the court understood her
You got in
tragic
trouble?
situation and sentenced her to only 6 months in prison rather than the up to 15-year sentence that second-degree manslaughter usually
Huh?
carries.
I mean, okay. Prayers to her family though. Hopefully her kids healthy and yeah.
Dmitry
RPM.
Nuyantin spent a decade building his reputation as a
Physical
personal
trainer?
trainer and
I'm already
fitness coach
knowing.
in Russia.
I'm already knowing,
Over
bro.
the years, he trained many elite athletes in person while also posting
Oh.
online guides and tips under the name Dmitry Fit for
Yo.
his more than 40,000 followers.
Okay.
The most
Okay.
notable aspect of Dmitry's
So
content,
40K?
however, was his dedication to authenticity. He followed the same
Oh, this
program he
is
taught to demonstrate firsthand its effectiveness. What
Okay.
he never anticipated was that his readiness to put himself on the line would
Look
ultimately
lean, okay.
cost him everything. It began
So
in
he's
September
like healthy diet.
2025 when Dmitry announced
Hey, I want to say this now too. If y'all work out, that's great, but try not to do too much weight, bro. Because even like my football homeboys and just people I know in general, they always tell me like, yeah, it looks cool to have 500, 600 on the weight, but you're gonna get back problems, bro. I'm telling you, might get like any type of like you might feel me strain your back or something. That's why I feel like injuries are so popular for people who work out like this type of workouts, bro. Especially football, like stuff like that. It's a lot of working out, especially doing stuff like that, and they may make you max and all that. So
challenge to deliberately gain
be aware of
at
that,
least
bro.
55 pounds or 25 kilograms and then lose it all using his own training and dietary regimen. He also put a
Okay.
roughly $100 reward for any
I mean,
viewer who could
50
lose 10% of their body weight by the end of 2025.
Okay, 50 pounds is a lot though.
In a post promoting this challenge,
Why had to be
Dmitry
50? It
wrote,
couldn't be like
"Friends,
10,
my
maybe
weight loss course
20.
is starting soon, where you can win cool prizes,
No, I don't
most
have no problem
importantly,
with
build
that.
a beautiful body, learn how to eat, and
Beautiful
have fun."
body is insane.
Things were
another
progressing
man.
smoothly. However, there was just one major
This is the same
hurdle
person,
standing
or am I
in his way.
tripping?
Gaining over 50 pounds in such a short time wasn't going to be
Yeah, that's
easy.
not healthy.
So, to stay competitive in his own challenge,
It's
Dmitry
also not
put
healthy.
himself on a crash diet of over 10,000 calories a day. For some
Damn,
context,
nigga.
most adult men
Mind you, you're supposed to only have like 2,000, bro. Maximum of 2,500. I seen it when I used to when I was on I'm starting my diet now, but when I started my diet, I had to have at least 2,000 at least 2,000 calories, and then you have to eat a little bit less, and then you'll burn off a lot of that calories too. But your body already burns calories off.
with his build need somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 calories to
That's what I'm
maintain
saying.
their weight. He
3,000?
post videos eating mountains
Well, it depends on how
of
much
calorie-dense
weight he has.
foods with lots
Probably
of
'cause it's
sugars
like,
and fat. And this
his
worked
muscle.
just as expected. By November 18th, he weighed 230 pounds or 105 kilos and was rapidly approaching his goal. Unfortunately, the challenge came to an abrupt stop just a few days after he posted this video. Friends reported Dmitry missing training sessions, claiming that he wasn't feeling well and that he needed to see a doctor. But before he could make an appointment, Dmitry passed away from cardiac arrest in his sleep at just 30 years old. The
Damn.
10,000 calorie diet
RP impressed his family.
overtaxed his body, eventually leading to a sudden, catastrophic collapse.
That's why I feel like he didn't have to do 50. Like he could have probably did like 20, maybe 15. like gain 15, 20 pounds and then lose it. But shit, 50, like you know how long it takes to get 50 pounds? Like you know how this is why it take about 3, 4 years just to do. Gain 50 pounds, then lose all those 50 pounds. Especially with eating that many calories a day. Eating 10K, like
On July 15,
that's way too many calories,
2024,
bro.
Indian travel influencer Anvi Kandar, known online as the Global Journal, posted a list of her top places to visit in the country, not knowing that this would become the last time her nearly 300,000 fans would see her alive. She had been
Huh?
posting content on
300K?
the internet since 2016 and had become a very trusted travel vlogger. Anvi visited nearly every corner of her country, highlighted underrated destination spots, and made it a point to spread positivity through her
8,000 per
content.
adult?
However,
How
this
much
effort was
money that
cut
is
short just a day after she posted
in
this video.
American
She was
shit?
visiting the Kumbi waterfall on July 16th, located around 80 miles
The
from
waterfall,
Mumbai.
okay.
The ground surrounding the 178-foot waterfall was wet and slippery. Anvi was being very cautious, as this wasn't her first time visiting such a
Did she
place.
fall off?
But while trying to line up a better shot of the waterfall for her content, she accidentally took one wrong step, resulting in her losing her balance and falling down a 350-foot deep ravine. The sheer
Damn.
depth, combined with the dense foliage, made it impossible to even see her from the top. The rocky, slippery terrain also prevented anyone from rushing to her rescue. When rescuers arrived, 6 of them rappelled down using ropes, while 50 others assisted them from the top. Despite the massive operation, it still took 6 hours to rescue Anvi from this ravine. However, they
Damn.
would get some good news. She was
She survived?
severely injured, but was still breathing. Rescuers rushed her to the
Damn.
nearest hospital. Unfortunately, Anvi had almost no strength left in her body and sadly passed away shortly after arriving at the hospital, leaving
Yeah. RP pressure.
her once active Instagram account completely abandoned.
Damn.
Castilla
There's one more
La
video?
Mancha is the tallest bridge in all of Spain, making it a somewhat popular destination for thrill seekers. Many daredevils
I
have
ain't
climbed to
lying.
its
Shout
top
out
in
to
the
the
past.
scared because a lot of these don't come to light, bro. A lot of people don't even know about these.
And 24-year-old
Um,
British influencer Lewis Stevenson
things.
was attempting to do the same. Lewis was a rooftopper that made a name for himself posting breathtaking pictures of his many different climbs to his Instagram account. He arrived at the bridge on the morning of October 13, 2024 with one of his friends and began climbing. His friend went ahead and Lewis
So
followed.
I ain't lying. Please
It
don't tell me it
was a
falls over, bro.
brutal, monotonous
Because it don't
climb.
even look like
Left
this.
the
Don't
bridge
look
on the morning of
safe right here. Like it don't even look like this is structured right.
October 13, 2024.
They already
with
look like
one of
it's
his
leaning.
friends and began climbing.
But that's him
His
all the way
friend
up
went
here on the
ahead and Lewis followed. It was a brutal, monotonous climb. Thankfully, things started off as expected, with the two steadily making their way up the service ladder and nearly reaching the top. But before they could reach the safe platform up top, tragedy struck. It's unclear what exactly happened. The damp weather may have made a step dangerously slippery, or Lewis might have simply missed a step and stumbled.
Whoa.
In either case, the
Hold on
outcome was
now.
the same. Lewis lost
What
his
you doing?
grip and plummeted over 630 feet back to the base of the climb. His
Damn.
friends called the authorities immediately. Unfortunately, by the time they reached Lewis, he'd already passed away from the impact. The climb,
RP them pressures from.
which was meant to be a crowning achievement, instead became his final act.
Damn, bro. Damn. Man, well, I never thought of this right here. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. What's his shoulder chest? Yeah, I ain't lie. I don't know. They ain't let it laughing though. That's kind of got something. I don't know. I don't know about that. Is it even the stunts? Is the algorithm basically rewarding people for risking their lives? Yo, that's so key. I ain't lie, Zoe. You spitting, mud. I ain't lie, you spitting. Zoe, I never even thought of it like this, bro. Like, why, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I literally did not even think about this. The saddest part is not the stunts, it's the algorithm basically rewarding people for risking their lives. We're literally watching people die just for a few seconds of our attention. Damn. I know that's well said. Guinness Book of World Records avoids awarding people for taking risks with their life, but not social media companies who will risk their lives for likes. Is there better? I know. Shout out Guinness Book of World Records, man. I always wanted to be in there, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, I ain't lie. He was spitting facts. I ain't lie. This is probably the most like aware I've ever seen somebody right here. Like the algorithm basically rewarding people for risking their lives. That's facts, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like people that get the most money really be And that's crazy. It's like that's not even the case in my opinion. Like I feel like you can get a lot more money doing something regular than risking your life. In my opinion, you feel me? But let's pray. Well, thank you for today. Just help us be able to trust in your timing and not feel like we have to risk our lives to make a living out here. I mean, it is tough out here. It's probably a lot going through people's heads, especially with not being able to make enough money. But help us be able to have, somewhat of an income while also focusing on our dreams so that when we get our dreams, we'll at least already have a decent amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of these probably were a little longer when, everything was more like expensive and it was hard to get money. But now it's a lot easier. So thank you for that. Just help all these families be able to recover from this and help everybody watching this be able to learn from this as well. And so I'll be able to stay safe, keep chasing our dreams, but never let our dreams be over you, and never feel like we have to risk our lives or just do anything out of what we already like to do, and change ourselves or any way feel like we have to do extra to get where we want to be. As long as your timing we will, and we may be more abundantly blessed from waiting in your timing than trying to risk our lives or do things that are what we do regularly. But we love you, learn nothing without you. Celebrate our dreams. We'll be safe when we do it. And for me as YouTubers watching something to your dreams. Love you, Lord, and Jesus' name. Love you, learn nothing without you. And show us how good life we get for us and our family. In Jesus' name. I love y'all, man. Jesus, y'all. More videos today.